And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Brent, who writes, "Hello, John and crew. It has been revealed that CSI Crime Scene Investigation will be returning to TV, and a lot of the original cast will be returning. Well, not a lot of the original cast, but the main kind of ones. Anyway, I personally cannot wait. What are your thoughts about CSI returning to TV in a reboot? Thanks, and keep up the great work. Note, show had 15 seasons, and the last episode aired in 2015. So there you go. It's coming back. So hold on a second here. It's coming back. And listen, I got to admit, I really liked the CSI show when it was on. I never watched CSI New York or CSI Baton Rouge or CSI Toledo or CSI Grocery Store or the 15 other CSI shows they ever made. I never watched the other ones. But that main core CSI show, I actually got a big kick out of. Just every week, you didn't have to follow the show, and I didn't like watch it weekly, but you could just put on, it was one of those episodic shows where you could turn on any episode from any season and you can follow along with what the story of the episode was, and you can get there. And I actually got a kick out of it. I enjoyed watching it. Now, I stopped watching it once the main guy, William Peterson, left, and then they had a couple of different main guys come along. Lawrence Fishburne was the main guy on the show for a while. Ted Danson was the main guy on the show for a while. But anyway, it looks like they are actually bringing William Peterson back, and they're bringing Georgia Fox back, two of the main characters from the original series. And instead of just calling it CSI Crime Scene Investigation, now they're just going to call it CSI Vegas. This comes to us from the folks over at Deadline, who write, "The venerable CSI franchise is officially coming back. CBS has given a straight-to-series order to CSI Vegas, a sequel to the mothership CSI series. CSI Crime Scene Investigation for the 2021 to 2022 season." And by the way, that means this year. With CSI Vegas, the most watched, get this, the most watched drama series of the 21st century. CSI opens a new chapter in Las Vegas, the city where it all began. Facing an existential threat that could bring down the crime lab, a brilliant team of forensic investigators must welcome back old friends and deploy new techniques to preserve and serve justice in Sin City. Dun, dun, dun. So there you go. Yeah, now listen, you cannot underplay that one statement. CSI, it's been a while, but that original CSI show, it was like the number one show in the world for a while. And then, of course, it spurned all those spin-off series. Obviously, again, CSI Miami, CSI Wendy's, CSI The Condom Shop, whatever. Lots of CSIs, tons of success, lots of spin-offs, all that kind of stuff. And it was the dominant IP in television for years. It was the dominant one for years. And so for them to bring it back, and here's what's funny. I was going through, what was it? I think it was Paramount Plus. I think I was scrolling through Paramount Plus the other day, saying, what do they got? And I came across their library of CSI shows. And this was only like a week or two ago. And I didn't realize, but the series ended with William Peterson, the main guy from the show, coming back for a special episode or two. Saying, I never even knew that existed. So I watched that, had some fun watching it. And now here we are a little while later, and we find out that the team is coming back. And look, do I expect that CSI Vegas is going to pick up and become the number one show on television? No. I think a lot of people have probably moved on from the show, but I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I was actually kind of curious. And listen, reviving old shows is like the hottest thing to do right now. We just heard about Frasier is coming back. Will and Grace obviously came back. They brought the Roseanne show back, then they called it the Petersons or whatever the hell the name of the show was. I never watched it, don't care. But, reviving these old shows is all the hotness right now. This is one that actually kind of excites me because I did get a kick out of watching these things before. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this news? Were you ever into CSI? Not a lot of people were today, but I kind of was for a period of time. Do you like the idea of them bringing back? Do you really not care? Jump on down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.